Welcome students in your online class of science. Myself Kiran Pandey. I am going to teach you the first chapter, that is plants and animals. So in this chapter we'll discuss about the common features in plants and animals as well as the differences between plants and animals. So first we're going to learn the similarities between plants and animals. Let's start. The first similarity is that they both need food. So we all know that all living things need food to get energy. The second similarity is they grow in size. So like human being, plants and animals both grow at a certain size in a certain period. The third similarity is they move from one place to another. So the different animals have different body parts for the movement. So all the animals have a different body parts for the movement, but plants are fixed to the ground. So they can't move from one place to another. That's why they move upwards and downwards. Downwards means below the ground and upwards means above the ground. That we are going to discuss later in this video. Next similarity is they feel or respond to stimuli. Now what is the stimuli? Stimuli means a thing that provoke or respond activity. So plants and animals both have stimuli. They can both feel and respond certain changes in their surrounding. Next similarity, they reproduce. Now what is the meaning of reproduce? Re means होता है वापस और produce करना मतलब birth देना या फिर बनाना. So plants and animals both reproduce their young ones of their own kind. खुद के जैसे ही किसी दूसरे अपने ही जैसे किसी दूसरे यंग वंस को वो बर्थ देते हैं या प्रोड्यूस करते हैं इन अ डिफरेंट वेज होता है. नेक्स्ट सिमिलैरिटी इज दे ब्रीथ. सो लाइक ह्यूमन बीइंग हमारी तरह ही प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स ऑल्सो हैव अ पर्टिकुलर पार्ट ऑफ बॉडी फॉर ब्रीदिंग. सो लाइक ह्यूमन बीइंग यूज नोज एंड लंग्स. हम नोज और लंग्स यूज करते हैं ब्रीथ करने के लिए. वैसे ही एनिमल्स के पास भी डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स होते हैं. वेदर इट इज़ अ aquatic animal, whether it is a terrestrial animal, whether it is a aerial animal, different animals have different body parts for breathing. Plants have also a different part for breathing that we're going to discuss later in detail. Next similarity is they both die. So after a particular time plants and animals both die. एक particular time के बाद दोनों की death. Now we're going to discuss the similarity in detail and also we'll discuss the differences as well. So we all know that both plants and animals need food to get energy and for their growth and development. So this is the similarity that they both need food. Now what is the difference between plants and animals? The difference is that plants are called producers and animals are called consumer. Now what is producer? So plants are the only living things that have ability to produce or prepare food by themselves. So plants are preparing their own food for themselves. That is why they are called producers. Now what is consumers? So consumers are basically animals are called consumers because they depends on others for their food requirement. So human beings are also considered as the consumer because they depends on others for their food requirement. They depends on directly or indirectly on plants for their food requirements. Now consumers are divided into three types. That is, first one is herbivorous. Now what is herbivorous? So the animals that eat plants are herbivorous. They are also called plant eating animals. So the examples are goat, cow, deer. So here you can see the examples: rabbit, cow, giraffe, elephant. These are the herbivorous. Next one is carnivorous. Now what is carnivorous? So carnivorous are animals that eat flesh of other animals. They are called carnivorous, like lion, tiger, leopard, etc. So here is the example of the carnivorous. Next one is animals that omnivorous. Animals that eat both plants and flesh of other animals are called omnivorous. The examples are here. Now, after discussing the food requirements of consumer, that is animals, we're going to discuss about the food requirement of photosynthesis, that is producers. We're going to discuss about the food requirement of producers. It means how the plants produce their food. So the plants produce their food by the process of photosynthesis. We're going to go through with the steps of the photosynthesis. So in the first steps, the leaves of the plants, which contain green substance called chlorophyll, absorb sunlight. So in the first process, chlorophyll जो है, जो leaves में present होता है, वो sunlight को absorb करेगा. In the second step, the stomata, which are small opening present in the leaves. It means leaves में छोटे छोटे hole present होते हैं, pores present होते हैं, that is called stomata. So basically the stomata is exchanging gases from the atmosphere. So during the photosynthesis process, stomata take in carbon dioxide from the air. In the third process, plant root absorb water and minerals from the soil. So during photosynthesis, plants and minerals is absorbed from the roots and it is carried through to the stems. Then stem passes this water and minerals to the leaves of the plant where the photosynthesis process is occurring. So here you can see leaves of the plants with the help of carbon dioxide and water and sunlight prepare food, that is sugar and oxygen. So sugar is used by plants itself for their growth and development, and oxygen is released by the plants in the air. We'll move forward toward our next similarity, that is growth. Now we all know that plants and animals both grow at a certain size till a certain period. जितने भी animals हैं उनकी अलग अलग लाइफ स्पान्स होती है. We'll going first discussed about the lifespan of the animals. So the animals once reaches at a certain size, their growth stop. So like a little puppy grow into a dog, a kitten grow into cat, a chick grow into hen. So different animals have a different lifespan. Now what about plants? So plants grow throughout their life, यानी वो पूरी ज़िंदगी अपनी ज़िंदगी में वो grow ही करते रहते हैं. The lifespan of plants varies from a month or two to several hundred or thousand years. प्लांट्स की जो एज है वो 1 से लेके 1000 साल तक हो सकती है बेस्ड ऑन देयर लाइफ स्पान. सो देयर लाइफ स्पान इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट्स. फर्स्ट वन इज द annual plants have a lifespan of 1 year. Example is a pea plant. Biennial plants have lifespan of 2 years. बाइनियल प्लांट्स की लाइफ स्पान 2 साल होती है, वो 2 साल तक जिंदा रह सकते हैं. एग्जाम्पल है शुगर बीट. Next one is a perennial plants. Perennial plants have lifespan of more than 2 years. For example, hibiscus. So these are the different lifespans of the trees. Now we'll move forward toward our next similarity, that is movement. So we all know that plants and animals both move for their requirement of food or etc. So animals move from one place to another in search of food, water and shelter. Animals also move from one place to another to protect themselves from their enemies. So animals are basically moving from one place to another to search food and water and shelter, and also from protecting themselves from their enemies. Different animals have a different body parts suited for their movement. Okay, so we'll one by one discuss about the different animals and their different body parts. So most animal walk or run on a 4 leg, like cheetah, lion, cow, buffalo. So these are the animals. They have 4 legs, so they can walk and run easily. Next one is a Kangaroo, you can see in the picture that kangaroo have a short front legs and long hind legs to leap forward. It means उनके जो फ्रंट लेग्स होते हैं they are short and the hind legs यानी पीछे के जो legs होते हैं वो long होते हैं, which helps them for to jump. Next one is a birds. Birds have 2 legs for walking and 2 wings for flying. So they have a different, birds, aerial animals have a different body parts. They have legs for walking and wings for flying. Now what about the aquatic animals? So aquatic animals like fish have fins for swimming. Now we'll discuss about the plants. Plants are fixed to the ground. We all know that plants can't move from one place to another. So they, how they move? So the body parts of the plants, that is root system and shoot system. So root system grow downwards in the soil in search of water, and the shoot system, that is stem, leaves, the shoot system grow upwards yani above the ground in search of air and sunlight. Our next similarity is a response to stimuli. So plants and animals both respond to stimuli. Now what is stimuli? The stimuli is a change in an organism's environments that affect the activity of the organism. Stimuli is commonly a change in their environment by which plants and animals react. So animals have special sense organs which enable them to feel their change in their surrounding. सो एनिमल्स के पास कुछ स्पेशल सेंस ऑर्गन्स होते हैं जिसके अकॉर्डिंग वो अपने एनवायरनमेंट में जो भी चेंजेस होते हैं उसको फील कर सकते हैं, उसमें वो रिएक्ट कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि प्लांट्स में ये जो रिस्पॉन्स टू स्टिमुली है वो स्लो होता है, किसी किसी प्लांट्स में ही होता है. सो इफ़ वी टच अ हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट वी इमीडिएटली रिमूव आवर हैंड फ्रॉम द ऑब्जेक्ट. हम किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट को टच करते हैं तो वो गर्म, अगर वो गर्म है तो उसे टच करते हैं हम इमीडिएटली रिमूव कर देते हैं. Because of the we have sense organ, and that sense organ give pass message to our brain that we are touching some hot objects. Next one is on hearing a loud noise. Animals may sometimes get frightened and run. On hearing a loud noise, birds sitting on a tree pecking food on the ground may sometimes fly away. So all the animals react according to their environmental conditions. Sense organs by which they can easily react on that stimuli. But some plants में ऐसा नहीं है, because plants में किसी किसी plants में ही ये stimuli जो है वो अच्छे से work करता है, like touch me not plants. So the leaves of touch me not plants close when they touched. So here you can see the touch me not plant. Whenever we touch the plant, the leaves of the plant get closed. Our next similarity is reproduction. Now what is reproduction? So reproduction is the process by which living things produce young ones of their own kind. So reproduction is the process by all the living things produce new living things or new young ones of their own kind. We'll first discuss about the animals. So animals reproduce by the in a two different ways. First one is a viviparous and second one is a oviparous. So animals reproduce by laying eggs and giving birth to young ones of their own kind. So animals that lay eggs to reproduce are called oviparous animals, like hen. So जो एनिमल्स एग्स को ले करके नया यंग वंस को रिप्रोड्यूस करते हैं, दैट इज़ ओविपेरस. एंड एनिमल्स, सेकेंड वन, द एनिमल्स दैट गिव बर्थ टू देयर यंग वंस आर कॉल्ड विविपेरस. और जो डायरेक्ट बच्चे को जन्म देते हैं दैट इज़ विविपेरस, लाइक ह्यूमन बींग्स, काउज एंड गोट्स. We'll discuss now about plants. So plants basically reproduce through the seeds. For example, tomato, sunflower and papaya, by the germinating the seeds in the soil. And other reproduction way is by through the different parts of the plant, like roots, stem, leaves. So plants also reproduce their young ones from their different parts. So in the case of root, we have example of sweet potato. Sweet potato reproduce its new plant through the roots. स्टेम में जो है वो मिंट आता है. मिंट भी अपने जैसे ही न्यू प्लांट्स को रिप्रोड्यूस करता है थ्रू दी स्टेम. सो दिस इज द रिप्रोडक्शन. आवर नेक्स्ट similarity is breathing. Now what is breathing? So the process of inhaling and exhaling gas is known as a breathing. The process by which living things take in oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide is called breathing. Breathing is commonly breathing happens in all the animals. Our next similarity is breathing. So we all know that plants and animals both breathe, both have different organs for the breathing. The process by which living things take in oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide is called breathing. So now we're going to discuss about the different body parts of the different animals for which they use for breathing. Now animals living on land use nose and lungs. So animals that are living on land like cow, buffalo, goat, they are using nose and lungs for the breathing. Next one is aquatic animals such as fish, oyster and crabs. They have special organs for breathing in the water. Aquatic animals means animals living in water like fish. So they have a special organ for breathing. They use gills for the breathing. Next one, insects. Insects like cockroaches. Cockroaches have spiracles for the breathing process. So they also have the special organs for breathing called spiracles. Now frogs. Frogs are the amphibians which are living in water as well as living on land. So they breathe through lungs and skin. So when they are on the land, they use lungs for the breathing, and when they are in a water, they use skin. Now we'll discuss about the plant, how the plant are breathing. So we all know through the process of photosynthesis that stomata which is present in the leaves, it is a small tiny pores present in the leaves used for the breathing process. Plants need air to breathe just as animals do. So plants also need air for the breathing. During the day, green plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen while preparing their own food. So during the day, when the photosynthesis process is going on, the plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. But at the other time, in a day and night time, like animals, plants also take in oxygen and give carbon dioxide. So after discussing about the similarities between plants and animal, our last topic is differences between plants and animal. So here it is, table is given. You can see the first difference, that is food, in the form of food. So plants are called producers and animals are called consumers. Producer means plants prepare their own food, so that is why they are called producers. And animals, they depend on other for their food requirement, that is why they are called consumers. The second difference is growth. Now plants grow throughout their lives, whereas animals grow till they reach a certain size, after which they stop growing. The third difference is plants are fixed to the ground, but the parts of the plants can move. It means plants can't move from one place to another, but the parts of the plant, that is root system, move downwards, and shoot system move upwards. Whereas animals move from one place to another in search of food, water and shelter. Next one is response to stimuli. So plants do not have sense organs, so they can't react very quickly. Their response to stimuli is slow. But animals have a sense organ, so they can react fast. Next one is reproduction. So most plants reproduce through seeds, whereas animals reproduce by laying eggs or giving birth to their young ones. Last one is breathing. So we all know that plants breathe through stomata, whereas animals have different organs for the breathing purpose, like nose, lungs, gills, spiracles, or skin. So that's it. Your first chapter is completed. Thank you for watching.